So, hello, Mama.
Well, hello.
How are you feeling today? This is so
This feels a little strange, doesn't it?
Yes.
This is the very first time that I've ever had you interview me.
And I've asked to interview you before.
Yes, you have.
But here we are today.
It's a pleasure to sit here with you, but I'm interested and curious about what you're going to be inquiring about.
We're here to talk about you and Papa. We're also here to talk about Papa's important day that you were a part of. So I know the story very well, but for people who don't know, how did y'all first meet?
We met on WSB television. I had spoken to him to ask him about appearing on Today in Georgia.
We should point out you are the first Black female co-host on a daily show in the southeastern region of the United States.
That is my understanding, and you got it all right. I knew nothing about baseball, but I thought it would be very simple to just ask a few questions, and it didn't turn out to be quite so simple. So after the show, he said, would you like some help in formulating a question?
So he was the one who reached out to you first. He showed interest first.
Yes.
And you had no interest in him.
Well, now you're getting a little too personal here, but we just became friends, and that friendship sort of grew.
So let's fast forward. The start of that season started off in Cincinnati. The Braves did. Did you go?
Yes.
You did. Okay. What was the atmosphere of the stadium then?
We were all just excited to be in Cincinnati. One, to see the game and to support Henry Aaron. As I recall, I was sitting next to Mr. Aaron, and he was, I know man gonna hit that ball. You wait, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it today. Okay, good. I was listening to him and finding him rather comical because of his attitude toward the game that day. But he did hit a home run.
There's a drive into left field. That ball is going, and out of here.
He tied the record in Cincinnati that day.
Henry Aaron has just tied Babe Ruth in the all-time home run parade.
I was just so full of joy and excitement because my husband was going to eventually, whenever, get that home run.
And I'm just hoping that this thing will get over with tonight as quickly as I possibly can. Thank you very much.
He would break that record, and he did when he got back to Atlanta. Do you remember anything in particular about that day? What was that day like for you?
An ordinary day.
Ordinary day.
I don't remember anything that was that different. I drove my car, Henry drove his car, and he left as usual around, well, early, because he always would go get to the ballpark early. We just looked with anticipation for that home run. We didn't know if he would hit it. He didn't know whether he would hit it, but I think the whole focus was if you are fortunate, if you're blessed, maybe you will get it tonight.
Very soon, Atlanta is going to be the home of the man who broke the most famous baseball record of them all. And who knows, it could happen right here tonight.
He's sitting on 7-14. Here's the pitch by Downing. Swinging. There's a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here. It's gone. It's 7-15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron. The fireworks are going. Henry Aaron is coming around third. His teammates are at home plate, and listen to this crowd.
When that ball did cross over into the bullpen, were you screaming your head off?
No, I'm not a squealer. I was excited, but I didn't run out to the home plate. My memory is that of his running the bases, and two young men ran up beside him, and it just made me angry. Now, it didn't have the same impact on Papa, but I was mad as all get up about them stealing his thunder and going out and creating a little spot for themselves in baseball history. And if I had been Henry running around the bases, I would have given him more than an elbow. I think. I don't know, but I was mad about it, so.
Okay. So he gets around the bases, and you know, everyone's congratulating him. Tell me about that moment. I know there's a video that you so cherish.
Well, what I noticed
Yes.
was that he kept looking over toward the box where I was. Well, he was surrounded by a lot of people, and it took a little time for him to get to the box. And that was the joy of my life. When he came to the box, I just hugged him. And he said, we finally did it. And that was, you did, you did, you did. That's all. We didn't talk. There was no time to talk because he had to hurry and get back on the field. But it was just made me feel so proud that my husband had achieved the ultimate in Major League Baseball.
When did you guys see each other? Once the game ended?
When he got home.
Okay.
We went home.
Okay. What was that moment like when he walked in the house?
Like any other night, any ordinary night.
Yeah.
I didn't go running to him. I didn't have champagne waiting for him or any of that. But Henry just wasn't that kind of person, and he didn't create that kind of atmosphere, you know, around him. You rarely could get Henry rattled to the point of making a noise about himself in public, nor in private for that matter.
Thank you, Mama, for you know, educating the people who are watching this, but also there are things that I had no idea about, especially your feelings towards things. So this interview has been able to have me do that. So thank you.
You are welcome.